Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today is Wednesday. It is just after 12 p.m. Today we are going to pick up our main work truck as it's been in the shop for the last few days. So we are not on a roof, but we have a bunch of errands. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me, bring the camera. We have my fiance's dad coming by in about 10 minutes. He's going to be picking us up and dropping us off at the truck, and then we're going to be going from there. So Miss Henna and I are still at home. We're still waiting for the truck to get finished with repairs, and we start our next project tomorrow, but we just got a random box in the mail. We're looking at each other wondering what we ordered, and it has a Canada Go Green shipping label on the front. Put the camera down for a sec and see what they sent us.
I accidentally dropped my bacon in the eggs.
Miss Henna's over there making breakfast. So yeah, they sent us over some fresh hats. Looks like we got some stickers, and maybe we'll put one of these on the truck. That's kind of what they look like they're for.
Ooh,
and then we have a 4 Seasons solar powered vent certified installer certificate. So yeah, kind of cool. We did that a couple weeks ago when I met with Carmen. We decided to fill out their certification, and yeah, so that's cool. Our next project is actually our first project using solar vents, or 4 Seasons solar vents. So it's kind of funny that we're a certified installer when we literally haven't even used the product yet. But our first time will be tomorrow. So we're excited for that. It's going to be fun. And you guys will see that in tomorrow's video. This is our day-to-day entertainment, especially when we don't have a vehicle. Ooh, good boy. Well, just pulling up to the shop.
Ooh,
what do you think, huh?
Oh, ow, ow.
All good?
Yeah.
We're gonna go check things out. Got the
to the
stickers from Canada Go Green. We're gonna go put on and see how they look.
All right.
We'll just stick it on right now, and if it doesn't stay, well, we got only about 1 million more of them.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's bright out here.
It's very bright.
Test roll.
How's that look?
Great.
Beautiful?
Beautiful.
Official Canada Go Green installer.
I love it.
Oh, they got the alignment all set up. We got some new struts in there, and they should be all set, I think.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'll go see how she drives. All right, well, I'll turn this camera off. We'll get things squared up. Well, I think what we're gonna do... Oh, he's got a big pen mark on my seat. All right, freshly worked on truck. We are gonna go and visit our next customer for the job that we're starting tomorrow. We're gonna go pick up a deposit check, and then we are probably gonna head back into town. I have a haircut scheduled that's actually just down the road from here for 4 p.m. but it is only 1:40 right now, so we got some time to burn. We got to pick up a new hard drive. We got to go cash the check, so bit of running around to do, but thankfully we got Miss Henna here to keep me busy, keep me preoccupied, and of course you guys, the YouTube. All right, we're gonna see how this thing drives. Let's see how many kilometers they put on the truck, eh, hon? So we had 348,371. Okay, so they barely put anything on it. That's kind of good. I like to check every once in a while, just out of, you know, curiosity, see if anybody, you know, took it for a joyride. But the guys here are pretty good. I've come to them for quite a few times over the years. I've had, you know, numerous vehicles that I've brought to them, and they've always been pretty fair. So, all right, to New Hamburg.
Woot woot.
Alright, just pulling up to the customer's house now. We're gonna go grab our check, take some drone shots, and I'll show you guys the property. We're gonna scope things out, see where we're gonna get the bin placed, and all of that fun stuff. So we're gonna give a knock, say hi, check in how everybody's doing, and taking our sip of some iced coffee. Alright, we're probably gonna take this camera off before I start you know, before I be too intrusive. All right, we've got our check. We're gonna pop the drone up, grab a couple photos and some video. Pop Mr. Droney up. You guys can see we've done, they had a leak on this side of the house, so we came by. This was probably 2 weeks ago or so when we first did the estimate for the house, and we put down some underlayment for them, so that's why you see some different colors going on there. We're just going to do some video shots for this house, and these are kind of just our before shots of the project before we get started with tear off and everything tomorrow. Scope of the game plan for tomorrow. So the biggest thing for this section of roof for our west side is this big flower bed that they have here, or garden bed. So we're gonna have to obviously work around that and try and keep everything on the roof, or at least as much of it as possible on the roof. So that's gonna be the trickiest part. You can see where we have all of our underlayment. That held up all right. It's been a couple weeks that it's been installed up there, but it's held up pretty good. One thing I might try in the future is creating some kind of PVC framing, you know, that you can kind of take apart and put together as you need, and you kind of set it in between all the plants and it acts like a table. You put your tarps over top of it and all of that. But obviously it's a nice healthy garden. We want to try and limit you know, our garbage landing in here, but it's kind of right below where a lot of this is going to be falling, and this side of the roof is very crumbly as well, so it's going to be lots of little pieces. We're just going to have to take our time with it. Yeah, pretty good. That side of the roof is going to be tricky. This side we're gonna start on this west side.
The steep side?
Well, they're all,
you know what I mean?
They're all about the same pitch.
No, the hill of it.
Yes, yeah, so that's going to be the hardest side for sure. Now it's also the most crumbliest side of the roof. The shingles are the most brittle, chewed up.
Love that.
Yeah, so it's a bad combo because she has a nice, really healthy, rich garden that's right there.
Yeah, right underneath it, yeah.
So we're just really gonna have to take our time and limit how much actually falls in there. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. All right, well, we're at the bank now. We're gonna go cash this check. And then we're off to Staples. We got to go pick up a new hard drive, and this GoPro footage really eats up hard drive space we found. Here, I'll turn the camera towards both of us. Miss Henna's crocheting, and yeah, so every other GoPro video I've filmed on this channel has been in 4K, and the GoPro files are just huge. Yeah, I can only film with this current SD card I have. I can only film for about 4.5 hours at 4K. That's 24 frames a second as well. But right now I'm shooting at 1080p, and I think it's 60 frames a second. So we're gonna see, it gives me a few extra hours of film time, and it's also gonna cut my file size down a lot. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Do you notice much of a quality difference? Does this get the job done just as well? You guys don't really care? Or, you know, let us know. And I think for now I'm just gonna keep trying the 1080p, and, you know, YouTube kind of, I don't know how many people actually watch in 4K to begin with.
You have to have a screen that's compatible, and not a lot of people have like true 4K screens.
Yeah.
They're just watching on their phones too.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're gonna try it out. Yeah. They're just simple vlog style videos, so.
Nothing crazy.
So if you guys don't notice much of a difference, let us know. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on trucking. But we're gonna cash this check and then head on over to Staples. Still haven't quite gotten over the fact that I look like a weirdo walking around with a camera on my head, but we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, we just got the hard drive. I usually just pick up these 8 terabyte drives, and this will be mainly just for our YouTube videos, so we don't run out of storage. It's kind of important when you're filming. Kind of need storage for all the footage, so hopefully now that we're filming in 1080, we won't need quite as much of it, but because these add up. These are expensive, but kind of need them, so part of the gig. Just pulling up to Maurizio's Barber Shop, the one and only Mr. Maurizio. He's an Italian barber. I'm a little early, 3:43. I was scheduled for 4 o'clock, so. All right, well, I guess I'll go in and say hi. Maybe you could fit me in there a bit early. All right, we just got out from Mr. Maurizio's. If you live in Southern Ontario, then you gotta come check out Mr. Maurizio's Barber Shop.
Very nice. He's very nice.
He is a true Italian barber, really cool guy. And yeah, if you live in Southern Ontario, come check him out. He's worth a drive.
Oh yeah.
So now, what are we doing, hon? I think we're pretty well done for the day. I think we got to go pick up. Oh yeah, we got to go pick up some plywood from Home Depot, and then we're going home. So I got a little bit of work I got to do at home. Got to take apart the structure you guys saw in the last video, and use that wood for our next project. So we're gonna grab a couple sheets of plywood to for this project starting tomorrow, and then we'll be on the road home. I'm gonna grab a little cart. I'm only getting like 3 sheets. I don't think we could have picked a louder cart.
I don't think we could have either.
This thing needs to go in the shop. Some new wheels on it. All right, 3/8. Here she is. Wanna go look at some tools?
Sure.
Why not, right? Where else can we spend some money? Oh, do you want to look at tool bolts over here? Because you kind of need you kind of need a tool bolt, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's look. Let's see what they got for you. Look at this. Nail and tool bag. Okay, that one's. Oh, these are literally just pouches.
Yeah.
We need a. Well, this one.
That's like cunties.
No, it says cunnies.
Oh my god.
That's pretty
See, that's
sick.
what I would do.
Look, they still have these dollar knives. Do you want one? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll throw it in the bunch.
Sure.
All right. Oh, you know what? Something we do need actually is some roofing screws. Let's see what kind of options they have. We're also pretty low on 2-inch screws as well. All right, we'll load those up. And yeah, roofing screws. Okay, well, let's go get you something to eat. All right, easy peasy. All right, we are done with Mr. Home Depot. Man, my man's car is.
Oh yeah, I know. It's pretty rough. I think sheer willpower is holding it together.
Oh, we're gonna go grab a little bite to eat because Miss Henna's not feeling the best. And you know, to be honest, my stomach's kind of, you know, hitting that stage as well where I'm so hungry, I'm feeling nauseous. So
yeah,
you know, we'll get some quick little bite to eat, a little snacky poo before we go home for dinner.
Fun fact about me, that's the only way I can tell that I'm hungry.
Awesome, thanks man. Take care. There's your sandwich. Well, we got to move up this Ford. This is one of my personal trucks, aside from our work vehicles. Just got to move it up from the corn because they'll be harvesting soon. I don't think I've shown you guys this truck. This was my first ever pickup truck. It's a 95 F-150. It's got a manual transmission. It's got a 300 straight 6 motor in it. I worked on one of these trucks. It was my grandpa's back. This is probably a good 10 or so years ago. And I loved the truck. I loved riding in it as a kid. And my dad got my grandpa's truck, and it sat for about 10 years or so. You know, it never got used and kind of just sat and rotted out. You know, with our winter climates here, you get a lot of salt on the roads, a lot of rust on vehicles. So I spent a good year or so trying to restore it, but it ended up just being so much money to get the truck fully restored that we ended up just calling it quits. And we ended up scrapping the truck. But a good friend of mine ended up selling his, and that's what this is. So I bought this off of him. It's been a little bit since she ran, but hey, she started. But yeah, a good buddy of mine sold his, sold this truck to me. Again, this is probably 8 or so years ago that I've owned this, and you know, she's ran great ever since. This is the first time I've started it. I haven't really driven it all summer. I took it out at the very, you know, beginning of spring, and it's basically sat all summer. Just with work and everything, it's so busy. But I really should take this thing out more and you know, and enjoy it a little bit more than I do. But just with how busy we are, we're always running around, and now with YouTube and everything, we're, you know, I spend a lot of my evenings just editing or sorting footage and that kind of thing, and it's kind of taken a priority. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever sell this truck. I would rather, you know, park it for, you know, the rest of its life than sell it. I love this truck. There's a lot of sentimental value with it, and it would take, I don't know if there's really any price tag. I'm sure, you know, if there was some outrageous number, I would sell it, but alright, well, we're gonna go get this truck loaded up and set up for tomorrow. I need to go take apart my presentation, roof, whatever you want to call it, that I put together for the last video that we posted. So I need to take that apart, use the wood, make sure, you know, I'm not throwing any of that out. And then yeah, we'll probably load up that plywood, load up a couple more planks, and then that'll probably be it. Guys, we've got that whole thing taken apart. The GoPro is starting to run out of battery. I got about 15%, and I still got to load up some planks into the truck. We just need a couple of them, but yeah, I got everything packed away in the trailer. We got Henna a new smaller tool belt that she can try tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Yeah, so we're gonna go load up the rest of those planks, and then that's gonna be it for today's video. All right, truck is loaded up and ready for the morning. Got our tall ladder on here, long planks for collect some of our garbage, and we were pretty well ready to go. So that'll be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We just passed 500 subscribers, so thank you for everybody who has watched and subscribed. We really appreciate it. And yeah, tomorrow we start our next big project. We'll be working with Four Seasons solar vents, which we just got our certification through. You can see here, now I've got the sticker on the truck, so it's official. Anyways, yeah, tomorrow should be a fun day working with the Four Seasons solar vents. Should be a good job. Nice and fairly simple. About a 7/12 pitch. Working with our Landmark Pro shingles, so beautiful shingles. Working with some of the Ultimates or the Lifetime Tool flashings. So But yeah, should be a fun video. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one.